Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Women Are Worthy show. I'm starting my show a little different today. I hope everyone can hear me. I hope you had a wonderful day. You're going to have a wonderful week. Today's Motivational Monday, Monumental Monday. And y'all, I know you're used to the show starting at a different another time, so it's okay. If you're watching in the replays, I was just telling this wonderful lady that Janet Jackson is in Atlanta. She performed, over the weekend. Y'all, don't drag me. This is my Janet Jackson, right? Because this woman, no, don't shake your head. Give me the pleasure of saying what I want to say, okay? This wonderful lady has created MaryRuth's Organics. When I tell you this is MaryRuth's, she has created a product. Okay, I want y'all to see this, okay? I want y'all to see this. Can y'all wait? Can you see it? Okay, I want y'all to see this, okay? Let me see if I can, okay.
Yeah.
Zinc, okay. I can't put all the products up here, so let me calm down because y'all know how I get when I get excited about a guest, right? So we have the wonderful founder. She's the CEO of MaryRuth's. She's a certified health educator, culinary chef, nutritional consultant. Look, when I tell you she has so many certifications, stuff up the wazoo, I need to sip some water, okay? I can't with her. She's a mom of four, and she started the company because she wanted to create, and she felt like the industry could use what she has, and what she wants to give her own family, she wants to give to the community. And y'all are the community, right? Because she loves us. So what began as MaryRuth's one-on-one work as a nutritional consultant, y'all, she transformed this into a growing product line and built to help people who she desired to help people. And when I tell you, we're talking about around the world. She wanted people to take control of their own health because that's what we need to do. She wants you to feel your best because, Deion Sanders says, when you feel your best, you look your best. You know what I'm saying? You'll get paid and all of that. But I first saw this young woman on Drew Barrymore. I heard about her products on Drew Barrymore. And y'all know I love me some Drew, right? So with that said, we're going to introduce her. She was also in Wall Street Journal, bestseller author of her book, Liquids.
Yeah.
Liquids
to lunch.
Liquids to Lunch, right? And you know who basically published that book? HarperCollins. And y'all know HarperCollins, right? MaryRuth was a featured guest on QVC and the Drew Barrymore Show and the Food Network. Okay, I can keep spitting out all her credentials from stuff that I have. We got to get through this interview because she does lives. And I'm telling y'all, you got to buy her products. And we're going to talk about why you have to buy her products. I'm a firm believer in helping people because y'all know I'm vegan and all of that. And because of that, y'all, let me tell you what she did. Look how generous her and her team decided to be. If you get any of the products on her website, we'll talk about it. You can use the 15% at checkout. Get Healthy. I think I forgot 23. Get Healthy 23. I'm going to change that right now. Yeah. So I'm going to change that. But I want you, without further ado, I have the pleasure of having the one and only, I know her as MaryRuth, okay? The one and only MaryRuth. Welcome, Mary.
Jacqueline, I have to tell you that the very first time I want to tell the audience that are listening that I remember the day we did the fireside chat. We do it once a month. It's a Q&A. I hope any of your listeners will maybe join us. It's every single month, so they can come anytime. But I remember the day that I heard your voice. You shared about the sea moss, and it was, as soon as you started talking, you were so positive, you were so enthusiastic, you were sharing with everybody about sea moss that you and your husband had tried in Jamaica, and it was just such positive, warm energy. And after, it was so ironic, is after you shared at the fireside chat, there was like 400 people on that Zoom. Our whole group on Slack, our whole company, we wrote, because there was about 20 people from customer care listening. Everyone was like, oh, Jacqueline was so amazing. She was the best one. And we were like, the sea moss lady was the best. And so it just worked out so nice that then you asked me to come and share. And I really hope that whoever's listening, they'll be able to take one or two things that will be able to help them in their lives. Thank you so much for having me.
First of all, you've helped me because I've gone through a lot of, again, being vegan, I've gone through a lot of stuff because sometimes I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I just ordered your adrenal thing. If I'm not mistaken, I just ordered that. And I want people to understand, you know, I posted something that says you can't take the cure and the poison together. You have to make a choice. And y'all know I don't hawk products, right? It has to be something that I believe in. And when I'm telling you her products are good, they're good. So without further ado, Mary, I want to know, how did this all start? Like what, because so often we have ideas, we have dreams, we have goals, but then to take the next step, it's kind of hard and scary.
Yes, and I would love to just share a little bit, a short kind of origin story. It started in 2013. So our company's been around for 10 years, but something just to know, Jacqueline, before I share about like how we started the nutrition practice and the products, are really the thing that shaped me the most in my life was my dad and my 17-year-old brother, Daniel, both passed away suddenly. So just like losing my dad and my brother at such a young age, and my brother was so amazing. He was playing football. He was the pitcher on the baseball team. He was going to go to college for baseball. I think people can relate to going through different moments in their life where they have loss, right? Some people have a loss of job, loss of health, loss of someone they love, especially in the last couple of years. And I think that kind of the seed level of that experience really was not in vain. It set myself and my mom up to really be committed to taking care of people and starting this company. And I did, long before I had products, I had an office on 47th and 3rd in New York City. And that's where I was teaching liquids to lunch. So long before products, I was just sharing with people, okay, there's this thing you can do. It doesn't have to be liquids all the way to lunch. Maybe you just do liquids till 9 a.m. Just to help people have a little bit more energy and give their digestive tract a rest. And so people would say to me, hey, MaryRuth, and again, it was group classes, it was one-on-one nutrition sessions. They would say, hey, MaryRuth, I really love liquids till lunch, but I've been taking my capsule vitamins and I'm so nauseous. What should I do? Should I continue to take my capsules in the morning and then also do liquids to lunch? And why that's so special for me personally is that I didn't think like, oh, I'm going to make a product, or, oh, I'm going to make a liquid vitamin. It really came from the act of taking care of people. I thought, okay, I should make a liquid vitamin, and the liquid morning multivitamin in raspberry, which is the very, yes. That product is the very first product we ever made. And what's amazing is it's kind of like my first child in the sense that 10 years later, I believe in that product so much. We have over 200 products, but that product, I believe in it so much, and I can explain why later. To see after 10 years it like go viral on TikTok was such a special moment, because I always wanted that product to be accessible to people. And I also just want people to know, if you're listening to this show and you financially cannot afford vitamins, we do also have a program called the We Care Support Program. And there's almost 10,000 families on that program since 2013. And every year we add more families. So just to know that if you need financial assistance, you can email wecaresupport@MaryRuthOrganics.com. And that's for like teachers, veterans, nurses, anybody who is on a budget. And that's one of the products we suggest, because it's like a broad spectrum multivitamin, that particular product, which I think you were shaking your head. So I think you are familiar with that product.
I don't know how you don't have another bedroom with my name in it, right? Because I feel like I know you, and look, the fact that you are not selfish, you chose, okay, let me just help my family. Let me see what we can do. You then decide to take a step further and say, you know what? I want to help the community. I want to help the village, because people are not waking up. People are just dropping like flies. Let's keep it real here. Let me see what I can do. How can I help help with this disease thing that we have going on, right?
Yeah.
And how can I improve? Because you have all these pills, there's always these potions, and it's just so much. And I'm telling you, the first thing I ordered was the raspberry multivitamin. Right. And then I got into the iron. Then husband's like, calm down, slow your roll. And I've had people, I just talked to my friends. One of my girlfriends, I told her, hey, you need to get this. She goes into her mother's bedroom and she's like, Jackie, it's here. I said, well, you need to load up on it. Okay. You need to buy, because again, I'm not here to tell everyone that if you take this, you're going to be cured. What I am saying, you have to follow, you eat right, you exercise, you do the things that you're supposed to do. And this is that extra push. It's almost like, you have that capsule, that spaceship that's going to the moon, and you need this rocket ship. This is the fuel, y'all. This is, oh, did I just say that? You can take that, Mary Beth, what I just said. You can take it. Okay. It's the fuel. And there's some days I feel sluggish because, I do so many things as a woman, So what I want to ask you is, why do you think it's important that women support each other, Mary?
Okay. I also wanted to share, I love this question. I was on your website and just reading about all the things that you've overcome in your life and all the ways that you've also given back to people. Very inspiring. And I shared your website also with everyone at my company. So first thing I want to say before I say anything about women supporting women is I think about this concept a lot. Sometimes also people talk about the difference between men and women. And I first just wanted to say something that is very special in my heart, which is, and I've actually never said this on any podcast or in any public forum. The only place I've ever said this is really just in my own home. I wanted to first just acknowledge how amazing women are. And in our world, so many men, this is my personal belief system, that so many men have achieved so many great things. And in my heart, I always feel that all the women in the world share in the success of all the things that men have ever done, because every man had a woman as his, the mom, and a little piece of her raising him. That's just my first belief. Before I even share about women supporting women, I always look at it that way, because a lot of times I get asked questions like, oh, the difference between men and women. And I just believe that men have achieved so many great things, and there's always a part of their essence that was from the person who raised them, or their mentors, or their friends, or their family who supported them. And then with women, I really just wanted to talk about my mom for a moment. I am very close with my husband. We've been married for 10 years, but at least for now, still, my mom, who's 68 years old, she is the very first person I call if something bad happened. It's not that I'm not close to my husband. We have the same birthday, same year. We're both born February 11th, 1984, and he's 3 hours older than me. But there is something about why I call her is she knows what it's like, and she has this experience. She's much older than me, and I just feel that I can connect with her, and that she really understands. And my husband does understand, but not in the same way that my mom is able to give me support. Even some of my closest girlfriends, when my oldest son, again, I have 4 children, like you mentioned, my oldest son has a muscle condition, and there was like a 30% chance he would never walk. And some of my closest friends my son is okay now, but there was a few years where we just weren't sure if he was going to be able to walk. And I would feel such pain, like going to birthday parties. And I was already at peace, like even if he is not able to walk, like I'm going to take care of him and give him the best life that he can have. So I was not attached to the outcome, but just my certain friends were able to be there for me and support me and understand and talk. And it's not easy, but I think that it is very, very important that whenever we can help, we try to be there. That's why whenever we call it no stone left unturned at our company, but it's one of our ethos and part of our culture, which is no stone left unturned. Like on a quantum level, I believe that one, I believe in the butterfly effect very much.
Mm-hmm.
But on a quantum level, like at our company, we believe that like certain people will come into our quantum field as a group. And we want to always be there for the people that have entered the group and asked for help, or shared that they can't afford the vitamins and they really want the vitamins, or have a question. Since they came and they have a question, we should try to answer. And so then we try to keep going further and further. And we have all these environmental, social governance, ESG reports every year of how we give back to so many schools, so many women's shelter. I was at the Los Angeles Women's Shelter last May, like blessings in a backpack. But we try to do it as much as we can locally or to the people closest to us. And then we hope it kind of like ripples out. So I also wanted to hear your viewpoint. I would really love to, just on women supporting women and why you think it's important.
Well, it's important to me because at the end of the day, we're all we have, right? And I'm so sick of hearing we're crabs in a barrel. I don't believe that. I don't look at the glasses half empty or half full. Just give me the damn pitcher and I'll pour what I need to pour in it, right? Because we're all in the same book, different chapters. Who else? Like when you have your cycle and you're in pain, I went through that. If
That's
you get
right.
birth,
That's right.
We need that maternal. We want to be, we need to be able to be vulnerable. And you can't be, I love my husband. I've been with my husband 30 years, right? But I love him, but it's so good when I can call an older person or someone who's close to me that I can cry, I can be vulnerable with, who's not going to judge me. I don't need you to judge me. I just need you to love me. So we need to create that environment because it's one of those things where, it should be a law. We should support each other because together we are so great by ourselves, but together we build nations, we can end wars, we can do so many things. So that for me, that's why we should. I've had so many people pour into me. I have many guys that pour into me, but Mary, when a woman pours into me, it's something special. I didn't have a mother, right? So when a woman pours into me, it's something really special. We have to continue to support each other. We have to continue to make it grow, the village grow.
That's why when I was looking at the homepage of your website, like right away, everything you wrote, the short paragraph, it's very powerful because it's very direct and just sharing with how it is something that we should speak about and talk about. And even like I was explaining, again, I get a lot of different questions from customers, and we have a lot of moms and we have a lot of women who reach out and they're going through all kinds of things. And one of the things I talk about in different classes is this idea of like, as much as you can, teaming up with your friend to kind of get through stuff, especially if you have children. So like, let's say let's say a person has 2 children and the other woman has 2 children and you're really going through a tough time and it's just very difficult, asking your friend to help, say, hey, can my 2 children come over your house just for like an hour and a half so one friend takes all the children and then that mom can just have an hour and a half maybe to like clean her fridge or cook something. And then maybe she brings half of what she cooked over to the other mom, so the other mom doesn't have to make dinner. Kind of, I believe in so much, and I advocate so much for people talking about. Like I spend a lot of time talking about how to get out of debt, helping people understand financial stability, and also using these like practical examples of women really asking for help and seeing how with 1 or 2 friends you can slowly inch along, because life can really smush you down.
It can, and you have to build you may be in your own ecosystem. If it's not working, and I tell people, build your own village. Maybe your family's not supportive. Maybe your friends are not supportive. Decide to go out in Israel. Go and find your village. You have to do that. And it's so important for us because I remove I don't want to be super. First of all, I'm not frying the bacon, bring it home in the pan and make you never forget you're a man. It's either you're going to want the sex and you're not getting everything. We're not doing that. It's exhausting doing everything. So I said, I'm going to chop my hair off. I'm going to take the S off my chest.
Yeah.
I'm no longer superwoman. I don't want to multitask anymore. It's exhausting. I want to focus on you. I want to stay because I used to train doctors. Oh my God. I did these things and I said, you know what? I need to leave corporate America. And this is what I need to do. And if I wasn't going to leave corporate America, I wouldn't be here because I went through a health crisis where they told my husband, I'm not going to be here anymore. Right. And listening to this in the hospital. And I had to say, you know what? I'm taking the bull by the horns. I'm going to go juice for X amount of days. I signed out AMA from the hospital. Right. So I'm a freaking miracle, right? I am. So, and I want people to, that's why you have to take control of your health. That's why it's important to me to be a good person. I'm not great, but I'm making the space I am great. I don't want negative Nellies in my space. I only want positive Pollies. If you're negative, get away from me. I got a lot of work to do. I don't have time. You know, I talk about, you know, again, being healthy. I've gone through sex trafficking. I've gone through a lot of things in my life. I am not going to sit back and just woe with me because we're in America. I don't care what you feel is going on in America. You can still accomplish and be something in someone. The first thing you need to do is take control of your health. And I want people to, I'm telling you, when I'm finished hawking your products, honey, you're going to call me and say, look, we can't do this anymore because it's way too much you're doing here. Because I believe in what you're doing and the products taste so freaking awesome. It's disgusting, right? It tastes awesome. And I'm one of those, it doesn't matter what it tastes like. If it's good for my body, I'm going to take it. Right? That's just me. But I want people to feel as powerful as you've allowed me to feel, because there's some days, you know, I'm looking through and I'm taking my before I take my vitamins. I can tell the difference when I don't take them. I can tell the difference.
Me too. Generally.
I can tell. And you are such a successful person. I know you're going to always remain grounded. I love the fact that you still take time to do these, you know, these webinars with your customers. I don't want to call it your village, right? And everyone, let me do a special shout out here. When I reached out to MaryRuth's email and reached out to her people, and I was on the call, every single person was pleasant, nice, complimentary. And I always say, when a company doesn't work well, it starts from the top down. When a company works well, it starts from the top down. The team is just as important. And I use this, and I hope YouTube is not going to strike me, but I'm going to say this. I compare everyone to Chick-fil-A service. Their customer service is phenomenal. Mary, you got the Chick-fil-A service going on.
Oh
okay?
my gosh, you are just like the so amazing. I after this, I'm gonna write on the Slack channel. I'm gonna tell everybody that I was with you, and just for our company to read it. And I'm gonna say this fun fact about Chick-fil-A because I think they're gonna just love it so much. I didn't know Chick-fil-A has like that's amazing.
Yes, and they have a school and they teach. If you go to them and say, hey, my French fries kind of warm, you know, because you know sometimes I'll go there and get my fries, but I like the unsalted fries. I'll ask for fresh fries, right? And you have to wait 5 or 10 minutes. And if they give you the wrong one, they want to give you like 10 coupons and they're apologizing. So many, your team reached out to me over and over again. Do you have the link? Is there anything we know? Without being bothersome or like, oh my God, stop already. So I just want to compliment your team. You're doing a great job with what you have. I want to also shout out, because I know we have a limited time. I also want to shout out to MaryRuth's mom. Honey, come closer. Come closer, ma'am. Mama, whatever you did a doggone good job. You did a great job, because she's out here helping the community. She's doing so many different things. So Miss Ma'am, Miss Lady, Miss Mother, you did a phenomenal job on this young lady, okay? Phenomenal job. Well done. Mother's Day is coming around. So this is my Mother's Day.
I was thinking I would clip it and share with her, and she'll watch the whole thing. She loves all of like.
I'm here to tell you, so often we give praises to so many people, we don't give praises to the people behind. And Mr. Sir, Mr. Husband, let me give you your props too. Okay. What am I doing on my show? I lost control of my show. Lost control. I thank you because being with someone like your wife, I'm sure some of your me time is being taken away. And she's sacrificing because she wants to help others. So I want to thank you for allowing your wife to live her dreams, to help the community, to help women such as myself. Okay, I'm done.
Honestly, that will mean so much to David. He's like such a sensitive person. And thank you so much, Jacqueline. Truly. Thank you for just shouting out my husband and my mom. The three of us have been together for 10 years straight. Every day. My mom lives with us. She lives with us.
Wow.
Yeah. In New York City, it used to be, my husband and I were on like the 12th floor. My mom was on the 17th floor. And then when I was pregnant with Ethan, we moved from New York to LA, and she lives with us, and we work on the business and we eat dinner together. And thank you for that. Thank you.
But I mean, like I said, whenever I see a mom and daughter together, it touches me because I don't have a mom. I didn't have one. So it makes me just feel like, wow, not woe with me, but she has something I don't have, and appreciate what you have. And the fact that she's still here and she's, basking in your success, and your success is tied into helping others, and that's why I like your brand. I like your what you're about. It's the synergy. So again, I want everyone to go out and buy her product. I'm sure my algorithms are going to go off the roof when I'm done, because I'm doing a campaign, honey. I'm doing a campaign on this because I feel so good. Sometimes, for me, because I was suffering from panic attacks, I'm a type A person. So I have to make sure my mental is right. So my question to you is, what do you do for self-care?
Yeah. So I think you may have heard me talk about this before, but for me, some people have yoga, some people have meditation. For me, for 18 years, it's been time blocking. And I want to explain why time blocking is like self-care for me. So the same way I was saying that some people do yoga, some people do meditation. It's just a practice that I've done for 5 minutes, 10 minutes every single day for 18 years, which is about 150,000 hours. And it's just a moment in my day between myself, and I'll hold up the time blocking journal. You can use any paper. You can even do it on your iPhone. You don't need to have paper. But here's the time blocking journal. And I usually do it around 4 p.m. I just sit and I'm doing it for the next day. So why is it special practice for me? Couple things. It's this moment where I say, okay, I'm doing this for my children. Every day I drop them off at school. Got this meeting. And then like at the end of the day, like I'll write something. And even if it doesn't happen, it feels so good to write it. I'll write, okay, paint my toenails. Like last night I painted my toenails. I know how to do my own nails. I painted my toenails yellow. Or I'll write face mask. Or one day I'll write, go for a walk as soon as the children are sleeping for 30 minutes outside with David while Colleen is watching the baby monitors. Colleen is my mom. So it's just like this moment where I get to dream or plan the next day. And again, even if it doesn't happen, because all day long our plans are changed and things change and things just don't happen. My children went to their first year of school this year and they brought home a few viruses. So I had some runny noses here and there, and I usually don't have that because I heard the first year they're like building their immune system at school. But it's just this moment where I get to pretend that there's like a special show or a newspaper article I want to read, or I'll say I want to organize my closet for 15 minutes because as a mom that feels like self-care, like just to go to my closet at 8 p.m. and then go cook dinner or then shower or then switch over the laundry. So time blocking is my favorite thing for self-care. And I heard that time blocking is very popular among single working moms because they don't have any choice. So if you go on YouTube, you see that it's very popular, and then it's all based on the compound effect. So this idea that there's 365 days in a year, and we feel like, are we really moving forward? Like, are things really changing? Sometimes it feels like, again, life is smushing us and we're stagnant and we're not moving forward. And I always encourage people, like, just the smallest micro action compounded over the course of 365 days equals move forward every day, equals maybe you're getting out of debt and every day you work a little on your plan, or you want to take care of your health, like you said, or your mental health. So every day you're just doing something that can help the mental health. And at first it seems like nothing, but then at the end of a year, it's so much. And I said in the most recent fireside chat, the April one, I shared two things. One was, people think, oh, what's the big deal? I just went for a 1 mile walk. Who cares? But if you walked 1 mile every day, at the end of a month, it's 30 miles. It compounded into something so powerful. And then I think that when you write something and then you do it, it builds self-esteem. So it's like this way that you can have a relationship, like, even if your plan doesn't work out for time blocking, you just are at peace with it. You gradually, gently push it to the next moment, push it to the next week, or push it 6 months from now, but just kind of being there for yourself, going gradually. Because I think people feel good when they make even just a little progress forward in things that they're passionate about or that mean something to them. And I also shared in the last fireside chat that the only other person I really heard on social media like talk about the compound effect a lot, I think it's so inspiring, is Kobe Bryant. He is in, so have you seen these videos? He's in so many videos.
I loved Kobe Bryant prior to his passing, and I'm in love with him even more. He's so inspiring. And the way the way he thought, it makes you think the things that he did. I'm not going to say everyone can accomplish it, but if you listen to him, you have no choice to excel in what you choose to do.
I am so happy that you also agree, because like I haven't heard other people really talk about this compound effect, and I've watched at least 6 or 7 videos where have you heard the one where he says everyone thinks you're just going to make a quantum leap from the ground, quantum leap to the top of Mount Everest. But then he's like, no, it doesn't work like that. You go 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot until eventually you know, and I think that is very empowering to people, especially when we go through really horrible or really tough times. We kind of have to dig ourselves out of like depression, sadness, trauma, a lot of trauma. Women go through a lot of trauma. And I think sometimes it is going to just be like this one little thing every day where at first you feel you're not making progress, but at the end you see, yeah, this summer was a little bit better than last summer.
Because what we decided to do, because I have a girls group that we walk, and now a few of us, I said, you know what, let's do something different. So last week, you know, we have a trainer, a couple of girls now, we have a trainer, we go to the gym, we train. Then after that, last week, because our body is so freaking phenomenal. So once we get out of our head, so we worked out, we went in, we did our warm up, we did cardio, then we did the weight training. Then my girlfriend says to me, hey, why don't we go walk around the track? And I'm like, girl, you're crazy. We've been here almost an hour. So I said, okay, let's go, because I'm down for everything. So we go walking around the track. And then she says, hey, I play pickleball. Do you want to, join pickleball? And I'm like, pickleball? I'm thinking pickleball is shuffleboard, right? So I'm like, who wants to play that game? So I go downstairs with her and she's playing, and it's like tennis. So she says, why don't you try? I'm addicted to it. So it was 4 of us, and we won like a little mini thing. So basically, I called myself Jackie Serena. The other young lady, I called her Venus, and her name Annie. The other young lady, we called her Blessings Olympia. So Olympia is Venus's daughter, right? And then we called the one who taught us everything, like, hey, let's go play pickleball. This is what I do. I called her Oracina, and that's their mother. And we were playing.
That is awesome.
That heart rate. And I said, damn, Jackie, you're good at this. My heart rate was through the roof. But when I tell you, I felt so good. And I told everyone, I said, hey, listen, do you hear that? They're like, what? I said, the pound just ran away.
Oh, I literally love all the nicknames, and I haven't played pickleball, but I've been hearing about it a lot.
Oh
People who play are obsessed. So
I think I'm like, oh dear God, where's the Pickleball Anonymous? Because I'm addicted. So we signed up to learn the fundamentals because we were playing. I started doing slices over the net, and then while I was there, I was
what?
hawking,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I was hawking your products, and I'm like, so they're like, Jackie, for an older woman, I says, first of all, I'm a seasoned woman, okay, and because of that, I take MaryRuth's. Have I not told you about MaryRuth's? So now I'm traveling with it in my bags, okay. I went to because I'm also a notary, so I was doing some sort of notary thing, and instead of pulling out my notary, I pulled this out. Oh yeah, I'm a good salesperson.
Oh my gosh, you are making my whole week. I'm loving. It's just like so, like it's so amazing. The pickleball story and the notary, it's hilarious.
I'm a hot mess. Okay.
No, it's a lot of energy. It's so amazing. Yeah. You were saying something and I forgot, but I was going to tell you something else. You reminded me, but amazing.
I think it's pickleball. So we're going to do, so I challenged the group that let's do different things. Let's go horseback riding. Let's go jumping out of an airplane. Let's just do things different because, and it's a form of exercise. And that's what I'm doing because I call this haircut. I can't tell you what I call it, but because it's not appropriate, but it starts with an F and it ends with a Y. And that's what I call the haircut because I'm like, I don't care anymore. I don't care. I want to enjoy life to its fullest. I want to soak up everything. I want to love on people like you. You know, you're doing a phenomenal product. What is it going to cost me to talk about you? Sometimes you don't have to say, hey, pay me to do this or whatever. Yes, the discount code, I get it, but I want you healthy. I want my women and men healthy because this world, I am a basic, for me, I call myself, I'm a vegan world living in a meat eating, I'm a vegan person living in a meat eater's world. Yeah. I am not going to yell at you or put you down because you eat meat. That's not the type of plant-based person I am. Everyone has to do what they need to do. And again, I'm on the bus. I'll tell you to come on the bus. I'll drive at your bus stop one more time. And if you don't come on it on the second time, when I do stop the third time, the fee doubles. Okay? The fee doubles. So I'm giving you the information. That's all I can do. And I want women who, no, seriously, women who are watching this. Again, I found out about MaryRuth by watching Drew Barrymore. You know, and I'm glad I'm not arrested because I've been doing some things and I'm glad she didn't call the cops on me. I was the one who was actually, when she felt like, I feel like someone's following me. Who's looking through the window? What's going on? That was me, okay? I was stalking her, you know, basically from a distance because when I find someone who's doing something really good, I invest my time in them. She's positive. She's a mom. She's a mother. She's a daughter. She's a wife. But more importantly, she is a being that wants to make other people super beings. I didn't say superwoman. I didn't say super. Yeah. She wants to help charge up who you are. Because once you feel better and you start looking better, you start getting that confidence, you know?
That's what is like the most rewarding thing for me is that two things. When people are deficient in vitamins, obviously it affects like their physical health, but also it really affects their mental health. Like,
yes,
like how much they feel motivation or momentum or excitement. And I really think that is why the liquid morning is so special because people say, you know, I didn't feel like working out. And then I started to take the vitamin and maybe they were deficient in B vitamins and now they have B vitamins and now they have a pep in their step or like a little bit of, yeah, I can do this, you know? And to me, that's like so exciting to just be like, this is what we talk about with our team, like to be this small little part in people's routine, right? There's like a 24 hours, but so many people come to the kitchen, take a little vitamin, it gives them a little bit of like, yes, and good things will happen throughout their day. And I can tell how much you care about people and that you want the same thing, which is like you want for yourself to feel like excited about the day and then for the people around you. And I think that that's after having these 4 children and being up in the middle of the night with them. It was like so many young kids so close together. There'd be a lot of days like I would feel tired or like I can't do this, but then I would come on an all staff meeting and people on my team who've been with us for many years, like hearing them, or my favorite thing that we do are the fireside chats, because it gives me like a little bit of energy, like, yes, like we're on the right track, and if we're off the right track, then we're going to course correct. But I need, for me personally, just like connection. And I think that that's what your website is about as well. Like women connecting, supporting each other, uplifting people.
And that's what we're all about, because we're going to be doing events like women, and I don't like using the word empowerment because it's overused and undersaturated, or oversaturated, underused. We just want women to feel their best, whether you're married, whether you're single, but first create a community, because it should be where if you're about to fall, I shouldn't let you fall. You could slip. My job is to catch you. You should never fall. So that's the thing, the challenge that I'm working on now with women, to create these pockets. Women are coming to me because I also talk about relationships. I don't know how my husband marries to me, because I would marry myself. I don't know how, because we call each other Lucy and Ricky, because it's a hot mess over here. But, you are such a light force that I am praying, and I'll do anything that we can do to support you and help you, because you have a good product. Within 10 years, we want whatever you want. We want you international. We want when they look at you or they see your product, they're like, it's everywhere. Because this is such a toxic world that we need to now start getting the virus to get rid of the toxic, or the instrument to get rid of the toxic. And this is one of them, right?
Also, you really just inspired me so much. And I wanted to tell you, for any of these like group events that you're holding, please always email me, and we can donate products to any of your events, or anything where you are like, you want to give this group of women this from now for many years. So please just always reply, and we can easily, it's so easy for us. Like you say, I need 30 bottles for these women I want to donate to, we can give it to you.
And what I'll do is, because I'm mentored by the police chief in my cities, and we want the police officers to, to just be healthy. But I'll definitely take you up on that offer.
Please,
because
I think, yes.
We want people to be healthy, because the mind, because I know what it's like. I knew right away something was going on with me, because it was raining for practically 5 days in Georgia. It was horrible. It was dark. I needed that sun. And I started to get aches and pains. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? And everything. And I'm like, okay, I need sun. There's something going on here. So I said, and then my adrenal glands and the stress. And I said, I know what I need. So again, I just want to thank you for just know you're doing a lot. I don't know if you feel it, but please understand, for people like myself, not everyone is vocal like I am, but that's why it's so important to tell people how much you appreciate them, because life is very short. And forget about life is very, very short. We're quick to criticize. We're not quick to compliment. And I'm all about complimenting people, not criticizing, right? So I just want you to know, Mary, whatever you're doing and however you're doing it, just know you have a village that supports you. If there's anything that we can do, let me know. If there's new products and you want us just to post it, hey, this product is out there, because I'm lighting this social media up. This is giving me more of a, oh yeah, my followers, oh yeah, I'm going to get more followers now, because I just want to help people. And that's what we need to start doing. I don't need the gossip and all that other stuff. It's going to take a minute, because I choose not to do the negative stuff in order to get a big bang right away. I choose to take the steady, do the steady route, to build and build and build. That's what I'm looking to do. And then going out and speaking, and wherever I'm speaking, I'm gonna talk about your products. So
no, I think everything you shared with me, I remember again that day that you spoke on the fireside chat. It's like your voice was just like positivity, and everyone was laughing and chuckling because you were like saying something so funny. It was like hilarious. I just remember it was that you made everyone smile, you made everyone feel good. And I think you're one of the most amazing people that I've talked to in many months, because
thank you.
I feel alignment that you really, like you said, you don't want women to slip. They might slip, but we don't want them to fall. I feel that you are dedicated to helping them, even just like going to the gym with all your friends, having fun. What did she want you to do? Go for a walk and then play pickleball after you'd already been in the gym for an hour? But I think that is what it's all about. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thank you. And look at that. I'm getting you off right on time. Right on time. Because your people are not going to send me an email that you were late for your meeting. So without further ado, everyone, we want to thank the originator, the creator of MaryRuth Organics. Okay. So here's, for those of you who want to support, that's our Cash App info. And for the rest of the people out there, again, we just want to thank you for being a part and supporting the Women Are Worthy Network. Again, tomorrow have terrific Tuesday, wind down Wednesday, turnaround Thursday, fearless Friday, self-care Saturday.
I love it.
Soothing Sunday.
I love it. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Jacqueline. Thank you.
Woo, 2 minutes to go. Yes.
Bye. Take care.
Okay.